Hi there, this is Zug Deutschland, or Ticket to Ride Germany by Alan R. Moon and Days of Wonder. I'm Simon Lavender and this is AmassGames. And what I'm bringing you today is basically another Ticket to Ride, if you've already seen the other video I've done. This one though, as you can probably tell from the name, it is Germany. So the map here, as you can see, is just one-sided. And it was initially just brought out in Germany, and then many years later came out to the American and UK kind of market. But I want to make sure I can show you the majority of this board. So most of it's in shot. I might have to bring it back a bit and just make sure I can get as much in as possible. But as you can see, it's a bit of a beast. So let me just quickly go through the basic rules of Ticket to Ride and then explain what's different and which is any difference and why it's different and what I think is different and why I might prefer it to other versions or dislike it to other versions. So you have some cards. These are your train cards. So you're going to have 5 out as per usual. So let's do it off here, the side here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's the standard thing. These were shuffled. Okay, so if you ever get 3 of the wilds, the entire deck changes. So get some brand new cards out. So you get 1, 2, and I know it's kind of out of shot to a degree, 3, 4. These were shuffled, 5. Now, if there happened to be a 5th white card, that all gets wiped as well. And on your turn, you can grab 2 of those cards. You grab 1, replace the next one. So those would all clear. Let's have another look through these. They're pretty, well, some of them are shuffled, some of them aren't. So 1, 2, so these will go again, 3, well, you've taken that one. 3, 4, 5, and then so you take, say, 2 cards. You can take 1 from here and 1 blind, or take both blinds. So 1, 2. If you were taking a wild card from here, it doesn't matter. It's only if it's face up, you can only take 1 card. The next thing you can do is you can be drawing tickets. I'll come back to tickets in a second. And the final thing you can do is place down some cards. So imagine I had some cards such as, well, 5 of these cards here. I can place down a root of 5 grey, which is basically anything that's all the same colour. Wild counts as any other colour. I could be placing down 4 on this route, and only one person can go here on a 2-player. And you'll be scoring points. So as an example, 4 here is going to be 7 points. So you can refer to up here to what the scores are like, and basically the longer the distance, you're going to get more points. And finally, as I mentioned, you can draw tickets. Now, this was the first Ticket to Ride, other than the base game I played, whereby you can have a choice. You can draw between either long or short when you start off. So that appealed quite interestingly at the time. So you can draw your shorter cards, and these are the blue ones, which have fewer points, and the longer ones, which are worth more. So at the beginning of the game, you're drawing 4 cards. You can choose whether to take all 4 long, all 4 short, or any combination. But at the end of the game, if you haven't completed it, you're going to lose those points. You'll lose 12 points, or you could have gained them. At the end of the game, whoever has the most tickets will score an additional 15 points. So it kind of encourages you to kind of go for tickets and maybe going for the shorter ones perhaps. Whereas normally, you'd normally go for the longer ones as a typical sort of winning strategy I found. And on your future turn, you must draw again 4 cards, and you must keep at least 1 of them. So at the beginning, you must keep 2, but you could keep all 4. Later on, you must draw 4. Again, you can choose which combination, and you must keep at least 1. So that's the overview of Ticket to Ride. And there are some other things, which are these like meeple things you can use as well. In terms of these meeples that you can place out for Ticket to Ride for the American markets, which, as you'll see, are not included in this version of the game, is basically around trying to score extra points. I'm not interested in that particular version. I like the original Zug. And there are some extra spare meeples here as well, or train counters. You'll have 45, like the normal Ticket to Ride as well. As soon as somebody has as few as 2 remaining, everyone else gets 1 more turn, and then whoever triggered it also gets a final turn. So that's pretty much the overview of Ticket to Ride. Now moving on to what I think about, well, here's the scoring mark of things as well, but we tend to always score at the end because scoring at the end means you don't risk knocking things. I've never seen anything get knocked, but it's nice to ensure you know your scores. So what do I think of this one compared to the original? Well, this is only one-sided, so that is a negative, to be honest. But what I do like about it is the fact that it's the first map I'd played whereby you might have a ticket and you're trying to land in a different country and you have the choice of how you do it. So if I can just find an example of a card, this is Nederland. So this is an example whereby I can get into the Netherlands however I wish. So I'm not forced into just doing one option. It's very open-ended. So that's a massive positive for me. It's a nice plus to know that I can mingle around and choose how to get into that place, especially when you might normally get cut off. A negative actually is the text. This can be difficult to read initially compared to other versions of Ticket to Ride. But after that first play, that kind of went away. But my first impressions were very strong. These little places here are where you stick the counters. But one of the things I played recently, which I spotted, was somebody was going, I think, let me think, they're going around here, or I think it was around here, and I could tell they might be coming across because they're going this way. So I deliberately just blocked them off. It turned out to be the wrong thing to do, because even though I managed to win, they then went up and down here, which stopped me from going down here. So I lost some points by trying to stop them. So it's interesting to see how important that bit is, because it's quite a long way around, people are noticing, to address that. I really like the map though. There's something about it that just speaks to me. It's just, I should really enjoy playing this one. So Europe is another one whereby you have other countries that you can go into, but they have tunnels, which I've mentioned before, I really dislike. I don't like the luck element and having to hoard extra cards. It just takes things away from it to me. So that is something that really has put me off playing that version. And as for this one though, and how do I compare it to the original? I prefer this to the original because of stuff like this open-endedness, the fact that you can choose to go for different types of cards, and the different lengths of complexity on which routes you want to take on. Of course, you might need to be considerate of trying to block people or making sure that you're still able to do your routes. So there is some kind of meanness, but for me, this is a route and option that I really do like. This is my favourite, in fact, Ticket to Ride, and I've played all but I think only one of the group maps, or two of them. I think maybe one of the Asia ones. I definitely haven't played the Himalayan one with, I think, chairlifts, and I also haven't played Heart of Africa yet at time of recording, but I'm hoping to play it some point this month. So this is February in 2020. But that is Ticket to Ride Germany, and as I mentioned, it's my favourite Ticket to Ride, and I highly recommend it. If you haven't tried it already, I recommend giving it a go, as I do think it does do a lot for Ticket to Ride. If you have played the base game, I think you'll like it if you like that one, and if you haven't, give it a go. It gets you used to learning lots of doing places in Germany as well. But apart from that, I think the options in this one are really good. It's a step up slightly, so maybe start with the original Ticket to Ride, but 1408 grams, and there we go. If you like the video, please hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. I'm bringing new videos all the time. And finally, if you have any comments, stick them in the YouTube comments. I hopefully haven't made any mistakes, but by all means do check the description notes as well, or the comments, or let me know. And I look forward to bringing you more videos very soon. Thanks very much for watching. Speak to you soon. Bye-bye.